Let's talk about Ava Sinclair. Here's a woman who has, by all accounts, won the game. We're talking immense career success, wealth, power, the whole shebang. But at the same time, she's found herself profoundly, deeply alone. So this is really an explainer on that paradox. What happens when success leads to solitude?
I mean, this one thought says it all, doesn't it? Just try to picture it. You're standing on the balcony of your incredible penthouse, looking out at the city lights twinkling just for you. It's magnificent, sure. But for Ava, that very same view is just a huge, empty reminder of everything she has and everything she's missing. It's a powerful place to start our story.
And just to put her success into perspective, look at these numbers. I mean, these aren't just bullet points on her resume. She's the CEO behind the BioPulse smartwatch, the one that completely changed the game, a billionaire, celebrated by Forbes. On paper, her life looks absolutely perfect. But we all know the real story is never just what's on paper. And here's the core of the problem, right here. You've got these two completely different lives. In public, she's this powerhouse, a visionary leader who gets standing ovations. But in private, she feels totally isolated, heading home to a penthouse that's more of an empty shell than a real home. It's a jarring contrast, and it's the reality she's living day in and day out.
Now, this loneliness isn't some new development. Oh no, it's a pattern. Ava has genuinely tried to find a connection, but her dating life has pretty much become a string of failures. Little case studies in what absolutely does not work. Let's just take a look at the recent track record. First, there was Marco, the passionate Italian chef who literally threw a tantrum in public about tiramisu. Then you've got Ethan, the engineer. Seemed perfect, right? Nope. He turned their date into a pitch for a business collaboration. With every one of these disasters, that feeling just gets stronger, that maybe she's the one who doesn't fit. And in this really vulnerable moment with her best friend Sophie, she just says it out loud. This isn't just about a few bad dates anymore. This is a real, deep-seated fear that her own success has built a fortress around her that nobody can get through. It's kind of heartbreaking to hear from someone so powerful. Okay, so that brings us to her latest attempt, a date with a guy named Charles Harrington, a retired diplomat. He seemed different, sophisticated, worldly. Maybe this was the one. Well, let's just say this dance was headed straight for disaster. And the night started off so well. Charles was charming, he was clearly impressed with her, and for just a second, Ava let herself actually feel hopeful. This guy had some depth, an old-world elegance. It just felt different, And then we get the first crack, that little word unexpected. He says it with a smile, but you can feel the condescension underneath. It was the first clue that his worldview might be, let's say, a little outdated for hers. And there it is, that's the line, the one that just shatters the whole illusion. In one sentence, he shrinks her from this incredible visionary CEO into a tired old stereotype. Suddenly, she's not a brilliant leader, she's just another woman trying to have it all. The disappointment must have been crushing. After that, the rest of the night was just going through the motions. The car ride home was completely silent, and when she told him not to walk her to her door, that was it. The final, quiet end to another failed attempt. The whole promising evening just fizzled out. But this is where the story really takes a turn. Because after that disaster date, Ava doesn't retreat into solitude. No, she finds her clarity where she's always found it, with her friends over their regular Sunday brunch. Her best friend Sophie just immediately cuts right through the sadness with this. It's hilarious, and it's exactly what Ava needs to hear. But beyond the joke, there's some real wisdom in there about the kind of partner she actually needs to be looking for.
And this is the big aha moment. Sophie completely reframes the whole issue. It's not that Ava doesn't fit. It's that she is literally rewriting the rules of what success looks like. And that can be threatening to some people. The problem isn't her. It's finding a partner who's strong enough to keep up.
So her friends basically give her a new playbook, a new doctrine to live by. She doesn't have to defend who she is. Her success is a feature, not a bug. She just deserves someone who isn't intimidated by it. And most importantly, don't give up. It's a huge shift from feeling broken to feeling empowered. And then, just as she's absorbing all this, the story pivots again. A little hint of something new pops up in the most ironic, perfect place you can imagine, on the very smartwatch that she created. It's just a simple notification. A name, Dr. Caleb Walker, and a title,
Pediatric innovator. We don't know anything else about him, but that word, innovator, hangs in the air. It's this quiet little cliffhanger, suggesting her story is a long way from being over.
So, it leaves us wondering, right? For a woman who seems to have everything figured out in her professional life, could a real, genuine connection be just around the corner? After all the frustration, maybe the person who can keep up is closer than she thinks. Maybe the rules of connection are about to be rewritten too.